Carl's look for that first episode. Now she rocked like a Marilyn Monroe inspired curly type dude. Even though her hair is long, I'm gonna show you how I cheated it. Now this is Asha. The best thing to do is have a curling iron that's probably like this size, something like the size of a quarter or a nickel. And you start in the back by making parts, and you part it all the way off in the back. Pinning the hair up, so you're just gonna need some bobby pins, some clips, and a curling iron. It's pretty simple. And use your favorite hairspray, something that's not too heavy, not too hard. You curl it really, really tight with your curling iron. Really, really tight Shirley Temple curls. Curly, 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 tight, tight, tight. It should be looking like when it's all curled up nice and tight. Curled up nice and tight. Now I'm gonna continue to curl it so I can show you how to do the curls. So it's a curl like a Shirley Temple curl, all the way around, nice and tight. Hold it for a second. Now you know the trick to a really, really great curl is putting the curling iron in the hair, curling it nice and tight, let it sit for a second. Normally for me, when I can't touch it anymore, then I know it's time to come out. And then once you slide it out, it's important that you let the hair cool, because if you don't let the hair cool, then your curl won't last and it won't be as tight. So you pin it, and you're on to the next. Small sections, iron, curl, curl really tight, keeping the hair close together on the curling iron gives you a tighter curl. Really tight. Hold it, let it cool. The best thing to do is just pin it while it's still hot. And you just keep going. Small sections, tight curl, curling right there. See how I started curling there so I can have a nice tight curl at the base. Around, around, around. Hold that curl, hold it, feel it. It's a little warm, slide it out. Make sure you get the ends in there. Sometimes if it doesn't work, just take it and wrap it with your finger, like that, put it in, and if you like where it's at, I tell you what, put a pin in it. You like that? If you like where it's at, put a pin in it, and then you just go on to the next one. Small section, curl, doesn't really matter what direction you curl the hair in the back. Okay, now here we get into the top, and you want to make that nice little Marilyn Monroe wave that kind of goes like that. So the best thing to do is put a little tease in it right there. Nice little tease, comb it so it's smooth, a nice little tease. Lift it up, use your favorite light spray. Remember, a light spray so you can work with it. Curl that forward, over and down. And you remember, you're holding it up so that can be high. You want a little volume. Takara likes it big. You know, she likes that big, sexy Marilyn Monroe hair. Take that out, and remember, let the hair cool. Put a pin in it right there because you're setting that curl where you want it to be. Just like that. Same thing over here. We're working on the top, so you got to keep a little tease in it if you want it to have volume. Volume, you got to put a little tease. Now if you're using your own natural hair, don't tease from here down because it causes breakage. Tease at the root, comb it out, the root, comb it out. Use your favorite light spray. Take your curling iron, remember it's holding it up, bringing it straight up and curling that hair around. That way you get that volume that you want. Hold that curl for a minute till you can feel it. See, I know it's not ready because I can feel it. Take it off. See, it's nice and fluffy. It's standing up on its own. That's how you get that volume. Put a pin in it and you go on to the next curl. Okay. Remember, you want a little volume at the top, so you put a little tease at the root, make it smooth. Your favorite light spray, and curl the hair over and outward, wrapping that hair around, curling it all the way down to the base. Get those ends in there really nice. It's important that you get those ends in there. And you hold that out for a second. There you go, it's ready. Slide the curling iron out, hold it, don't let it go anywhere. And then you just put a pin in it. So when you're all finished, if you have a couple of extra fallen curls, you just pin them up until you're all done. So when it's finished, it should look like this. All the way around. When it's finished, this is what it should look like. Booyah, 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 besides this one piece right here. Curl it up. Okay, so we're almost on our way to that look that Takar had. So this is what it should look like when it's all pinned up and set. A nice curl, a nice set, all pinned up. This is how you get it. And then you start removing all the pins. Remove the pins, remove the pins. Taking out all the pins. So it's gonna look nice and curly. So it's like a great little short curly do, you know what I mean? It's healthy. This is a great way once you curl it to keep the curls in your hair. Even if you're not going for that look, it's a good look. Just to have curly hair, nice and full and bouncy, curly. This is a start to how you get that look that she had. Nice Marilyn Monroe, sexy. You can put your own twist to it anytime. Curly, curly, remove all the pins. It's so fun when you have curly hair because you can pretty much do anything when the hair is curly. As you style it, you start like learning different styles in the mirror as you go. This is actually one of Takar's favorite looks. Sexy, curly. See, it kind of starts to make its own shape because you've set it. See it coming together, coming together, coming together. Now here's the trick. See, the hair is long. You have to take the pins, take the hair, pin it in the middle, and kind of pin it up. So you make the hair appear to be short. See that? Bam. Same thing all the way around. Put a couple pins in it. See, the hair is longer. The hair is longer. Take the pin in the middle, pin it up to make it a little shorter, and pin it in and leave the ends out. You see how you're taking those ends out? Now you're creating like a short curly bob. Take it. See, it's nice and long. Nice and long. You like that boogie secret, huh? Put it in the middle, pin it up, right there, let the ends hang. So now it appears to be short and curly. How cute is that? So we're almost on our way. Take this over here. Takar will tease the mess out of that, of course. Bring it around. Bada bang, bada ba. So we're getting there. Boom, boom, boom. That's the trick though, to make it shorter. Pin it up halfway and hold it. So basically, this is what it should look like when it's all taken apart. You put your little piece right in the front where you want it. You make it as high as you want it to go. Boom, boom. You make it a little fuller. If it's not full enough for you, you can make it a little fuller. Make it a little tease to it. This is what Takara does. She likes her hair nice and full and sexy. So you just put a little tease to it, you make it a little fuller, and you use your pins to put it where you want it. Remember, use your favorite light spray, so you have access to the curls. Spray it as you go. Spray it, put it, place it, and there you go. Look, snitches, let me tell you about some real bitches, divas and thugs. Makeup is my passion. All those fly girls come to me for fashion. Chit-chat. I'm hearing all these blogs, so I'm calling those fat hogs and snitches. Yeah, that write them fake ass blogs. You blog rat, you're on Chit-chat.